Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For my video today, I'm going to be talking about my empties. These are things that I have used over the past couple months. It's been a while since I did one of these. And so I'm going to be talking about the things that I like, the things that I didn't like, and the things that I'm sort of so-so about. So I've got a bag full of stuff here, and I'm just gonna get right into it because I haven't even looked in the bag to see what's in there. So we'll get started. I'll just start reaching in, and I've got Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy Bodybuilding Dry Shampoo. I love this stuff. I use it regularly. I have very dry hair because I do have naturally curly hair, and because of that, they do recommend that you don't wash your hair very often, which I don't. I only do it a couple times a week, and because of that, I like to have a dry shampoo on hand, and this one is great. It does not leave any white residue behind. So this is called Plump for Joy. I just love the name of it too. Not Your Mother's. Readily available in a drugstore. They do have a couple different versions of it, but this is my favorite, and I really do like this. I use it regularly, and I probably have a couple spare cans in my closet as we speak. Okay, next up, continuing with hair, I guess. This is Theory Purple Sage Brightening Shampoo. I have gray hair for the most part. However, my brilliant hairdresser does put foils on my hair, and it keeps it sort of that silvery blonde color that I love. And this is a purple shampoo that stops it from being brassy, which is fabulous. Now this one is kind of hard to come by. The last time I needed to buy shampoo was actually during one of the lockdowns, and I couldn't really find it anywhere. It was very difficult to get my hands on, and I ended up getting a different brand, but I like this one better. And it did last forever. I have to say, this is a really big bottle of it. So I'm going to try, once I'm done with the one that I do have, I am going to try and get the Theory again. I just like it better. I feel like it has a better scent, and it has a little bit more foaminess, and it keeps my hair a little bit softer. So that is the Purple Sage Shampoo. Okay, reaching in there. Toothpaste. So next up is my Sensini Pronamel Gentle Whitening Toothpaste. I have sensitive teeth, and I'm older, so I want to make sure that I'm taking care of those teeth. So I have this Pronamel, which is supposed to rebuild your enamel, but it has a nice minty flavor, and it's very gentle, and the Sensodyne aspect of it really does work because my teeth are not as sensitive as they used to be because of this, I think. So I definitely recommend this. It does cost a little bit more, probably about twice as much as your average toothpaste, but well worth it because I think it's really good for your teeth. My next item is, we're moving on to skincare. Okay, so this is Galactomyces 95 Tone Balancing Essence from CosRx. So what is all of this about? Well, if you are familiar with the SK-II line of cosmetics and skincare, you probably know it. It's very well regarded. It's also very expensive, and I discovered that this item right here is actually a dupe for the SK-II. So I actually buy this one. It's basically a generic brand, and it has the same ingredients as the SK-II does for a fraction of the price. And it's really just like almost like a water, a little bit thicker than a water, has a little viscosity, and you just pump some on your hands, and then you just splash it on your face. I do it morning and night, and I feel like it has evened out my skin tone, and it also prevents any sorts of pimples, which I know is crazy to think of in your 50s that you have to worry about pimples, but honestly, since I've been using this, I have had hardly any issues with breakouts at all, and prior to this, I used to break out all the time. So I really do believe that that CosRx brand really helps. Okay, what do we got here? This is e.l.f. Mineral Infusion Face Primer. So this is a primer for your makeup. I used it up because I had it, but I was not a huge fan of it. I feel like it has a lot of silicone in it, and it's very slippery. So if you have oily skin, I think the oily skin and the silicone doesn't go that well. So I have not repurchased this, and I probably won't be repurchasing it. It's not really bad, but again, with oily skin, you have to be very careful what kinds of primers you use. Okay, this is, gosh, I knew I was gonna have to put my glasses on. Alrighty, this is Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief. So this is like a gel moisturizer, And I love this. This is great. Gel moisturizers are fantastic when you do have oily skin. They go on so nice and smooth and easy. They don't feel like they're clogging your pores, and they also have a cooling effect, so I do really like this one. Now I currently have something else that I'm using, but I think I would definitely go back to this one. I really do like the Clinique brand. Okay, let's see what else we've got. This is a rose face mask from Fresh. It smells pretty. You can still a little bit smell the rose petals in there, but I honestly don't think it did that much, so I won't be repurchasing this. Next up, another moisturizer. Now this is from Caudalie. I love Caudalie products. I think they're fantastic. And this one is another gel type of moisturizer, so it comes out sort of as a gel, goes on smoothly, smells really nice, and this one I feel is outstanding. So the Clinique and this one are really, really comparable. Clinique costs a little bit less. The Caudalie is quite pricey, but again, sometimes you can get them in like, you know, kits where you buy a couple different things for one price, and I would say that that's your best bet for Caudalie to get your money's worth. Very nice product though, I really do like Caudalie. All right, and speaking of Caudalie, I guess I'm gonna go the gamut here. So this is my Caudalie Eye Cream. I think it's eye cream. Let me look. Should be eye cream. La crème mieux. Yes, it is eye cream. Fantastic. I love it. I mentioned this in another video. It's pricey, but this little tube goes on and on forever. You would be amazed at how much you can get out of this. I put it on usually morning and night, and it is fantastic. Another Caudalie item is a serum, and this is the Vino Perfect Serum Eclat, which is a radium serum. Very nice, smells really good. Again, quite pricey. So I don't just flat out go and buy all Caudalie products because again, I feel like, you know, by the time you add up the $60, the $90, the $120, you're spending an awful lot of money on skincare. And I would say that there are other items out there that are comparable, but if I can get a couple in a kit or on sale, I always grab them because I do really enjoy Caudalie. Let's see. This is Caudalie again, and this one is the Resveratrol. This is a lift, and I didn't really use this up. This is thick. It has a thickness to it, and it does not really sink into my skin that well. I should probably use it like on my cuticles or something like that. But I think it's a little too thick for my skin. It was one of those things that came in a kit. You know, you got a bunch of different stuff kind of to try, a try me size or a try me type of kit. And this one was a little too thick for my skin, so I didn't use it. It's just a little too rich. Again, oily skin, you feel like you're just clogging your pores when you use a product that's just a little bit too rich. Okay, I wonder if I have any more Caudalie in here. Don't know. Okay, what is this? It Cosmetics. This is It Cosmetics. You notice the smaller the item, the smaller the print. This is tiny. I can't even read this. Your Skin But Better Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. So apparently this was some sort of a concealer, a CC cream, if you will. It was slightly the wrong color for me. It was a little bit too dark, and I don't even know really. Yeah, I really didn't use much of it. I mean, I used it enough that I guess I got my money's worth out of, but I won't buy it again. I don't know. It just was for me. It didn't really impress me, and it is a little bit more pricey, so I didn't bother to get any more. Okay, and next we have Gold Petite Gold Eye and Spot Patch. So the idea was that these things are like little patches. You can put them on your eyes. So the under eye patch, very cooling, soothing, lifting. And then they also, this is the interior of them. I know this is gonna seem funny, but because you have the eye patch on one side and the eye patch on the other side. The middle of the two eye patches is just this stack of little dots, if you want to call it that. And so they're all left over here, but none of the liquid is really left. So I suppose if you wanted to, you could have taken them and like slap them on, but because none of the liquid is left, I just put them in my Empties bag. They were nice. They did feel good when you put them on your eyes. I don't know if they made any difference, but I did like the cooling effect, especially if my eyes were a little bit itchy in the spring or in the fall when I get a little bit of allergies. But I did buy this from a Korean skincare website, which I can't remember the website at the time, but I just thought they were going to be cool. Would I buy them again? No, probably not. I didn't really get my money's worth out of those. Okay, we're coming down to the end now. This is my Glow Recipe Watermelon Sleep Mask. I love this stuff. I've spoken about it before. My all-time favorite mask. I put it on almost every night. It has soothing properties. It smells delicious. It feels really good. Sinks right into your skin. It doesn't get on your pillow or anything like that. You can't feel it on your skin after a little while. You can't see it, and it's not going to stain anything, and it also will just take away any sort of redness, any sort of irritation, any sort of pimples or something that you might have forming, and I love it. So this is probably my 6th jar of this stuff. I will always have this stuff. In fact, my daughter bought me some for Christmas because she knows how much I love it. All right, next up we have a couple more Glow Recipe products. This one is their gel moisturizer, also watermelon scented. It goes very well with the watermelon sleep mask. It's nice. I do like it. I do like a gel moisturizer. I do kind of just, you know, switch back and forth to whichever ones I have available, but I do like this one and I currently am using it. And then this is the Blueberry Bounce Cleanser, and I love this cleanser. It gets everything off your skin. It does not have an overpowering fragrance. It does smell like blueberries, and it's made with blueberries. It doesn't sting your eyes. It doesn't leave a residue. It's a fantastic cleanser, so I went ahead and just bought a giant bottle of it because this little one just wasn't cutting it for me. I had to go and get the really, really big one. So I absolutely highly, highly recommend the Blueberry Bounce Cleanser from Glow Recipe. It's fantastic. Okay, and the last two items I have are makeup items. This is Perfection Lumiere Velvet from Chanel. They do not make this anymore. I had it for a long time. I sort of milked it because I knew that they discontinued it, so I would only use it sparingly. The best foundation I ever had. Unfortunately, they don't make it anymore, and the new one is like 20 or 30% higher in the price than this one, so I have been experimenting a little bit to find other foundations that do the job, and I think I have settled on one. I like Lancôme, but I did love this. And I've even thought of like scouring eBay to see if I can find it because it was fabulous, but what are you gonna do? They discontinued it. Why did they do that? Why did they discontinue fabulous items? I'll never know. Okay, and last, I think that's it. Last is GimMe Brow from Benefit, one of my favorite products. I've talked about this before on my channel as well. Is this tiny little brush, and you just go ahead and brush it over your brows. You don't have to be a makeup genius, which I absolutely am not. It's very easy, leaves your brows filled in, leaves them nice and neat, and very easy to use. Comes in lots of different colors. This is like the smaller size, I think, or maybe not. I do have a couple of them though. I bought a bunch just so I won't run out. So I highly, highly recommend GimMe Brow from Benefit. Okay guys, I'm choking from the little bit of dust that was on my Chanel. All right, so that is it for my empties. If you have any comments or questions about any of the items that I mentioned, leave them down below. I will try to link what I can to the best of my ability if they are still available. And I do want to thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all your support, and I hope to see you again soon in my next video. Take care.